it looks like you are feeling like I'm just AI at that point. Oh, it looks like you are feeling sad and hurt and disappointed and discouraged. And I'm stone cold Steve Austin. That's not helpful. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little helpful, but they're not going to feel empathy. They're not going to feel connection with me. And that's definitely not what I want to do. I want someone to feel like they can come to me with their emotions, big ones, small ones. And I can not only be safe, like where I don't get triggered, and also I can sit there in their emotions, and I can understand and feel the emotions that they're feeling without affecting my emotional state.
Welcome to the EQ Gangster podcast, where you will learn practical tools to grow your mental and emotional health and intelligence to be the best version of yourself, both at work and at home. It is real, raw, and transformational. The journey of emotional growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. I believe in you.
EQ Gangsters. This is going to be an interesting episode. For those of you that are on YouTube, you will see why this will be an interesting episode. I'm on a hike with my ruck. What? Doing some preparation and training for, I've got a big event coming up. And I'm debating on making the announcement that you guys know this episode is going to be about sporadic empathy. Sporadic empathy. And maybe the consequences of sporadic empathy. So I'm grateful for rocks and branches, live ones and dead ones. I'm grateful for trees and hiking trails and the woods and birds and chirping and cool breezes and rain and my physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health and social support system that God has blessed me with. Okay, so sporadic empathy. Have a conversation with somebody that is amazing at telling the truth, and they've got an amazing awareness, self and social. And they told me, hey, just so you know, dude, they didn't call it sporadic empathy. They said I don't have empathy, which I don't agree with, that I don't have empathy. But after doing reflection, I definitely have sporadic empathy. Because there are times when I 100% can feel what another person is feeling. I feel the emotions that the other person is feeling. For example, my dear friends that recently lost their daughter. I'm still get waves of those emotions, of feeling a little teeny piece of the suck and pain and vacuum that they are experiencing. To their degree, of course not. And that's just one example. There's lots of examples where I know I have empathy, but this person is right. There are some times when I do feel disconnected to my emotions. And when I can see that somebody is feeling sad, hurt, mourning, loss, alone, lonely, disappointed, discouraged, rejected, frustrated, angry, upset, whatever, all the emotions. Or happy, excited, fulfilled, significant, encouraged, uplifted, inspired, convicted, motivated. I can see what the emotions are, and at least I've grown enough to be able to notice and name what emotions they're feeling. But there are absolutely moments when it registers intellectually, but not emotionally. So I can see and observe and name the data points that they are feeling, but I don't feel those emotions, which absolutely is in that moment, a lack of empathy. And which is not what I want to do. I don't want to have that disconnection, moments of disconnection. And I'm not sure, maybe some of you guys know what I'm talking about or have experienced what I'm talking about. I don't know. And I'm so glad they told me, because it's got me really chewing and praying. Okay, my next time I chat with my therapist, I'm going to ask him, like, hey, dude, what is this? What is this dynamic? Is it a survival mechanism? Is it a coping mechanism that clearly can be turned on and off? I don't know what the switch is. I don't know when I can turn it on and when I can turn it off. But I know there are times when it's off and I can't turn it on. I don't know how to access it. So, anyway, so that's one thing I'm working on right now. And so I want to do a couple emotional exercises and see, like, when are the times that I do have access, have had access, one of the times when I have not had access, or feel a connection to my emotions, and what's going on, right? Is it a survival mechanism? And am I protecting my ego? Am I protecting my pride? Is it just, I'm just thinking of myself? Am I just all in my head and maybe I'm too busy intellectualizing what the other person is experiencing, or maybe I'm too busy trying to solve their problem instead of being present in the moment with them. Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff that I'm chewing on about, because I don't want to do that, right? Because that's my number one goal in any relationship, every relationship, personally and professionally, is I want to create emotional safety for the other person that I'm talking to and interacting with. And if I can't figure this out, I will continue to have that challenge, right? Where if somebody catches me at the wrong time and they're going through something emotionally significant for them, I'm going to have a tough time connecting with them. Because, like, intellectually I say, oh, it looks like you are feeling like I'm just AI at that point. Oh, it looks like you are feeling sad and hurt and disappointed and discouraged. And I'm stone cold Steve Austin. That's not helpful. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it's a little helpful, but they're not going to feel empathy. They're not going to feel connection with me. And that's definitely not what I want to do. I want someone to feel like they can come to me with their emotions, big ones, small ones. And I can not only be safe, like where I don't get triggered, and also I can sit there in their emotions, and I can understand and feel the emotions that they're feeling without affecting my emotional state, right? Where I can feel and understand and feel the emotions that they're feeling, but not at the degree that they're feeling it, right? I'm not going to let them take me to a 10 because I don't want to go to a 10. But I do want them to feel like I understand and feel the emotions that they're feeling. I want them to understand that I feel that they're feeling angry without me feeling angry. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Maybe that doesn't even make sense. I have no idea. But I want to work on my sporadic empathy and not be sporadically empathetic. I want to be empathetic and not overly empathetic also. Because I've done that too, where I completely let the other person's emotions kind of suck me in, where now I start thinking with my emotions and not with my reasoning and logic and stuff. So, man, I'm still on this freaking journey. Jeepers. I wish I was further along. It feels frustrating. Honestly, it feels frustrating feels a little bit disappointing, and it feels a little sad, a little bit of a bummed out. Feels a little bit immature. Feels a little bit behind. That I'm not further along in this freaking journey, guys. So thank you, for all you guys that just are willing to. I don't know. I pray that you guys get stuff from this and learn and from my failures and shortcomings. I would think at my age I would be further along in this journey, and clearly I'm not. And in the meantime, I hurt people, right? I hurt people when I because I'm not further along, which is obviously not what I want to do. So much more work to do. So, can any of you guys relate with sporadic empathy? And then the consequences, right? So what are the consequences, man? I kind of already mentioned it, but like the consequences are very real in relationships. If the other person does not feel like you have empathy, I have empathy, there are real consequences to relationships as a result of not being able to access your empathy / emotions when they are feeling certain emotions. So there are real consequences. So anyway, let's keep on the journey, y'all. Let's keep on the trail of mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, social health, so that we can be the best version of ourselves for God and for the people that He's put in our lives, and for the mission, the purpose that He's got for us, based on what He's called us to do and be. So, you guys rock. Super appreciate you.